Siluam Yisraela. So I've been asked to speak about the two recent murders, the two Hebrew brothers, Floyd and Aubary. I've been requested to speak about these matters. And so I want to talk to my people, my tribe, my family, Hebrews, Israelites. I want to talk to you all about the truths of these matters so that you understand what's going on. So that you're no longer led astray and deceived by your enemies with their propaganda, with their trickery and their schemes, with their rage, their anger and hatred. Okay? Because we are a people of truth and love. Okay? Not a people of fear and hatred, but truth and love. You understand? So I want to shed some light on these things. First of all, have you all noticed that every time the seasons change and it becomes summertime, it goes from spring to summer, that there all of a sudden starts to surface videos of our people being murdered by the so-called police, the policy enforcers. Okay? That's what policeman means, a policy enforcer. Not a law enforcement, but a policy enforcer. He enforces policies. Okay? So every time it becomes summertime, you remember a couple summers back when the cops were beating up the little girls at the pool, slamming little girls down on the ground? Everybody was pissed off about it. Then remember my man got choked selling cigarettes. And then it's every year it's something new. Every year it's something being added to this same narrative. And it's because they know that this is going to produce a certain result in you. Because we are the manifestors. Our energy manifests what we see. Okay? So what we believe and what we think feelingly on will manifest. And right now, they're trying to bait you into a race war. Because they know that they're being kicked from the land. They're being kicked out of the land because they cursed God. And they curse God's people. They hate God, they hate God's people. So they're being thrust from the land. You understand this? And we know from anyone's history that when that happens, they become very indignant with you. Very angry with you. And so they lash out at you. So I'm going to read some scriptures and bring some light into these things so that we can all have a clear understanding of why these things are happening right now. I'm going to read from the book of Zechariah. All right. This is Zechariah chapter 11. Let's read what it says here, chapter 3, verse 3. There is a voice of howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled. Stop. The shepherds. Shepherds are a man that leads a flock. So the Most High has shepherds over his people. Now, in today's world, we have NAACP, SLLCC, or whatever the hell they're all called, SNCC and all this other shit. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. These are supposed to be shepherds. Okay? And whoever else is out there, whoever else that's out there, so-called leaders. These are supposed to be the shepherds of the people. Now, what do they do every time something like this happens? When there's a murder or a death, what do they actually do that causes change? Okay? So this has been going on since the Civil Rights Movement, and it's been the same thing. Every year, it's the same thing. And what do these shepherds do? That's the question. Well, let's see what Abba has to say about it. Okay? There is a voice of howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled. A voice of the roaring of young lions, for the pride of Jordan is spoiled. Thus saith the Most High Yah, Ma'alachayim, feed the flock of the slaughter. The flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. So, the flock is being slaughtered by their possessors, and their possessors are holding themselves not guilty. Is that happening here in America? Are so-called Negroes being killed and their oppressors are holding themselves not guilty for those murders? Like Trayvon Martin? Like Emmett Till? Like Medgar Evers? Like so many others that have been killed? You see? And they that sell them, you see that? Who sold us? Say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Do you see that, everybody? For I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land. The Most High is not going to show pity to the inhabitants of the land anymore. I told you, he's going to spew them out of the land now. I've been saying it, saith the Most High Yah. But lo, I will deliver the men, every one into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king, and they shall smite the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them. And I will feed the flock of the slaughter, even you. So, you see this? They're called the flock of the slaughter. Hebrews that are being murdered and killed, and their possessors are holding themselves not guilty for it. Now, all one has to do is ask himself there, is that actually happening here in so-called America? So you have to admit that the Israelites have possessors. First of all, get out of your pride and your ego, because I have Hebrews all the time telling me, we're not cursed, we're not cursed. Okay, well then you explain shit like this. Where you can be killed on camera where the whole world can see it and nothing happens. Okay? See, when you read the book of Tobit, you read about a man named Tobit. Start at chapter 1 and just read it. He was living in captivity just like the Israelites are today. You see? In Assyrian bondage. He was from the tribe of Naphtali, from the northern tribe, the northern kingdom. He would see those same situations like we're seeing today. His brothers getting killed. And why were they getting killed? Because Sennacherib, who was the leader of the Assyrians at the time, the king of the Assyrians at the time, cursed God, and the Most High kicked him out of Judah. Do you see? The land spewed him out. You see that? And so he could not come in there anymore, and he was upset about that, so he started to kill Israelites. Well, what do you see happening today? Esau is getting spewed out of this land, and so he's angry because you're going to stay in it. And he doesn't like that. He doesn't want that. So he's going to kill all of you because he's getting purged from the land. So he wants you to get yourself killed so that you will have the same fate as him. You will come down to the same vibrational state that he's on. You understand that? So, what does that mean? What does this mean? Well, Tobit says that they were killing Hebrew men and he was burying their bodies secretly because they didn't even want the bodies buried. They wanted the bodies to just lay in the street dead as an example. Like I said, as an example to other Israelites. Well, they're doing it now. They're killing them and showing them to you so that you'll have the same feeling. You'll believe the same lies. See, but as true Israelites, we don't believe the lies. We only believe truth. We stand on truth. We know that we don't fight with weapons of carnality, guns and bombs and grenades. We don't fight that way. We fight with weapons of the spiritual, truth. We fight with truth and love. That's how we win. When you're fighting a narcissist, you fight them with truth and love. You ignore them. You stand on the truth and you just ignore them. And they would succumb to their own lies, to their own fears. See, and that's the case with Esau right now. He is going to succumb to his own lies and his own fears. Now let's just see if that's true. Let's just see, you guys. All right. This is the book of Obadiah. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God, Most High Yah, Alachayim, concerning Edom. So this prophet had a vision that was given by the Most High concerning a certain tribe of people named Edom. Well, we know that that's the so-called white man. Roman. Rothschild. Red child. Edom means red. Okay? So let's see. We have heard a rumor from the Most High Yah, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Okay? Do you hear that? So now, they're trying to bait you into a race war to get you to fight. But Most High says he's going to rise up against her in battle, not you. So while you're preparing and going and getting all these weapons and getting your bros together, trying to say we need to do something about this shit, the Most High says he already got that handled. So let's read and see what he's going to do. Arise against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. So who made Edom small among the heathen? Who's going to do that here in the last days? The Most High is going to do it. Because they are greatly despised, are they not? Everybody's waking up to their truth. That this man is a murderer. He's a thief. He's a rapist. He's a pedophile. He's a sodomite. He does bestiality. He eats blood. You understand this? The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, Esau. See, they're very proud people. We'll have this land forever. We'll take these people and do whatever the hell we want to do. But that tricked them. Their pride tricked them. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, cave man, whose habitation is high, you live way up in the mountains in the rocks, Caucasus mountains, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? See, these very proud people. So right now, these same people, these same proud Edomites are saying, no one's going to bring me down. Who can stop me? I have all the power. I have all the control. Okay? But they're fighting against the Most High. They're not fighting against you. Let's see what it says, though. Though that exalt thyself as the eagle. So what is the national symbol of America? The animal. It's the eagle, the bald eagle. Now let's keep going. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Most High Yahweh. He's going to bring them down. Do you see? If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? He's pissed off at Esau. He had to stop and say, man, how are you cut off? Oh, your ass cut the fuck off. Would they not have stolen until they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? So he's saying, damn, Esau, when you came against my people, you didn't leave them a damn thing. You could at least left them some grapes. You could have left them a little something. You didn't leave them a damn thing. You took their names, everything. How are the things of Esau searched out? Now, I dropped a video not too long ago saying that the unwashing have been searched out. And look at the exclamation point. You think Abba's playing? He's not playing. How are his hidden things sought up? All the things you've been doing in secret, Esau, Most High and exposing it. All the men of thy confederacy, you know they like that word, confederate, have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have lain the wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So now people are going to backstab him. People he thought was his friends are going to turn against him. Shall I not in that day, says the Most High Yah, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? You see? They don't know what they're doing. They're stupid. They're doing the same loops over and over and over again. I told you, every summer they do this. And understanding out of the mount of Esau. They don't have any understanding. He's destroyed it. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed. All them warriors strapped up with all them guns ready to fight. Y'all about to be dismayed. To the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. And why? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So y'all ain't never heard that, have you? That the Most High is going to deal with them for what they're doing to us. For their violence toward us. He says every one of them is going to be cut off by slaughter. Did you hear that? And what are you so worried about? What are you so fearful for? And in that day that thou stoodest on the other side, look what Esau did to us, guys. In the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, they came into our land, and they cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was as one among them, one of them. So Esau came and joined in on the fun when we got destroyed for our sins. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger. They shouldn't have been watching and laughing at us when that happened. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah, so-called Negroes, in the day of their destruction. They shouldn't have rejoiced over that, but they did. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people. You shouldn't have entered into our cities. You shouldn't have entered into our land at all. In the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. They're not supposed to touch our land. We're supposed to touch anything that belonged to us. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. So as we were running out of the city for fear of our lives, they were standing by the wayside, killing us on the way out. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Most High Yah is near upon all the heathens, all of them. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. So everything that you did, Esau, is going to be done to you. So what are y'all worried about, Israelites? What you getting upset about? These little games they're trying to pull on you. Everything that they did going to be returned on them. Thy reward shall be returned upon thine own head. For as you have drunk upon my holy mountains, they came in our land, they chilling, drinking up all our resources, eating up all our resources. So shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be though they had not been, be as though they had not been. You see this? It won't even be like they ever existed. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Yaakov shall possess their possessions. See? We're going to take everything they thought they had. And the house of Yaakov shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. That's the northern and southern tribes of Israel going to come together, and they're going to burn up. And the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Most High Yah have spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. And the captivity of the host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south, and the Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Most High Yah's. Y'all hear that? So what y'all worried for, y'all? It ain't nothing else to say at that point. Every last one of them will pay and will be cut off by slaughter. And we will judge them for what they've done. And believe me, if you've done a bunch of wickedness to a certain tribe of people, you damn sure don't want that tribe of people judging you for your war crimes, do you? Having military tribunals against you, having Gitmo with you. You don't want the Israelites doing that because they have all the memories, all the pain. But that's the way the Most High is going to set it up, is where we're going to judge them. So don't have fear in these days, my brother and my sister. Don't even worry about it. See, because what did the Hamashiach teach us? The Most High is the God of the living, not the God of the dead. Let the dead bury the dead, and you follow after me. Follow after these truths so that you can learn how to live in these days. You can stand on that rock. You understand? Do you guys understand this? Is it not clear? So that's all I got to say on that. You guys wait for the Most High. Wait on your salvation. Keep the commandments of the Most High, because that is our high tower. And if you're seeing these things happen to people, then that means that they're probably not keeping the commandments of the Most High. They're probably not living in the land lovingly and truthfully. You understand that? Because 2/3 of the Israelites are not going to live in the land with love and truth. And so they're going to be cut off, just like the enemy who doesn't live in love and truth. You see? So it's time as a nation that we come back to love and truth. Live in love and truth with everybody, with yourself and with everybody around you. Because that is a sustaining power that keeps things living. You understand this? They tried to kill Hamashiach. Truth and love prevailed. Did it not? So keep your head on straight. Keep the commandments of the Most High. Love God with all your heart, your soul, your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. And these things won't come nigh unto you. And wait for the salvation of your Lord. Siluam Yisraelah.